steal softly through the room, floating dust and silver bloom. Windows open, curtains sway, evening holds the day. Stay here in this golden quiet, hearts don't have to try. Breathing slowly, let it settle, no more asking why. Just a gem kind of brightness shining through.
같아요. 그래서 지금 약간 중간중간 빈 좌석들이 있어서 자리 전환하는 사이에 좀 말씀을 드렸고요.
뭔가 되게 시골 같다.
The room is still, the world is slow, a quiet light, a gentle glow. I turn the page, the day unwinds. Peace like this is hard to find. So I read and I breathe, letting go of all I don't need. One last line, and then I'll sleep in this car.